10?
10 will do.
If it's as you say, the matter will, of course, be kept confidential.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Tell him for me, Colonel Monroe. It would have been more manly, at least, for him to come here himself.
Who are you referring to?
Who sent you, Colonel Monroe?
No one sent me, Colonel Hamilton.
No one?
No one.
Quelle folie!
Henry, Humphreys, would you gentlemen excuse
Of course,
me?
Alec. We were just leaving. If there's anything we can do, anything at all, please call on us. All your friends will be at your disposal.
Believe me, it's not as serious as all that.
It's ridiculous, of course. A bagatelle. When I was at the court, there was such an incident.
Come, Humphreys.
Oh, yes, of course. Your servant, milady. Votre cher ami, Colonel.
Mrs. Hamilton? Alec?
Betsy, I tried to spare you this.
We'll go to Father. He'll help you, darling. I know he will. You mustn't worry.
God, it's not a question of money. Good God, do you think I'm an embezzler?
I only know you're in trouble. I want to help you.
Thank you. Thank you. You've been a wonderful wife, Betsy. Far better than I deserve.
What was this man blackmailing you for, Alec? What have you done?
I've been very foolish, Betsy.
Please, Alec, tell me.
When I wooed you, do you remember I said I wanted a wife who would love God but hate a saint?
What was this man blackmailing you for?
Philandering with his wife.
I see. Who is she? Do I know her?
No, it was a game they were playing together, she and her husband. He suddenly appeared one night, claimed I'd ruined his life, and threatened to inform you unless I paid him $1,000. He's been bleeding me dry ever since. Forgive me, dearest. I would do anything in my power.
Let's not talk about that now, Alec. The question is, what shall we do now to clear you?
My accounts are sound, Betsy. Congress will clear me.
Good, then. Why didn't you tell me this before?
I didn't want to hurt you.
Then I wish to heaven you hadn't told me at all.
I'm forced to it, Betsy. Jefferson obviously wants to destroy my position as leader of the party. If these letters in his hands go unexplained, he could undermine belief in my honesty. I must be prepared to publish the facts if necessary. Betsy.
Please, Alec.
You do understand, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Believe me, I love you.
And slept with a harlot? Don't insult me, Alec. You never loved me.
Why did I marry you?
Was it because my father was General Schuyler?
And I, the bastard brat of a Scotch peddler? I married you for your wealth and your position? Is that what you believe?
I don't know what to believe.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Fenno is calling, sir.
Tell him to go away.
Show him in, Chandler. Show him in.
Yes, ma'am.
Betsy,
I don't care to discuss it.
You must
Please,
listen to me. You must
Alec.
listen.
I don't care to hear any more now. I'm tired.
Mr. Fenno.
My dear Alec, I have to rush here and tell you we have just received some shocking news. I'm trembling so I can hardly talk.
What is it, Fenno?
The King and Queen of France have been executed. Guillotines.
Monstrous.
The mobs in France are utterly out of hand. Burning, looting, killing, a bloodbath. Unbelievable, isn't it? Simply unbelievable.
I was afraid of this.
And worse, I've heard ugly rumors here. Rufus King told me he'd heard open threats against us, even against General Washington.
I have no doubt of it.
I fear this is going to spread like the smallpox.
Yes, and who have we got to thank for it? Jefferson. Jefferson.
No, I don't think you would dare.
I tell you, yes. The man's a lunatic. He's been encouraging our people to all sorts of wild illusions. Bill of Rights, freedom, liberty, license, anarchy. That man will stop at nothing to achieve chaos. But I tell you this, there'll be no more of him here. I promise you that. I will see to it. There is no longer any room in this country, in this world, for both me and that fanatic.
Evening, Mr. Tom.
Well, good evening, Jupiter.
We have a busy day? Supper's ready soon as you say.
I'm not very hungry, Jupiter.
You got to tuck something in you.
Later, perhaps.
Good supper. Basted pudding and chicken.
Thanks.
You just come from one of them cabinet meetings?
Yes.
Funny weather outside. Sticky. Yellow fog hanging all over Philadelphia. I heard today 10 white folks died of the fever.
More than that?
I don't like it none.
What's happened to your hand?
It's nothing.
Oh, come here, let me see. A nasty gash. There. Sit here. How did you do that, Jupiter?
When I did my marketing this afternoon.
This is going to sting a bit.
It's all right.
Does it hurt you? How did you do this, Jupiter?
Down at Bainbridge Market, just as I came out.
Yes?
3 men was talking. Mr. Jefferson's a devil, they say. Colonel Hamilton tell them you're gonna bring the French Revolution here, murder everybody. I don't like that. I told them that ain't true. Ain't you Jefferson's nigger, they say? They say they're gonna kill me. One of them tried to hit me on the head with a stick. I put my hand up, the stick had a nail in it.
Oh, Jupiter, haven't you learned yet?
They talk bad about you, what I'm gonna do?
When an angry bull stands in your path, what do?
What did I do?
Well, a man of sense doesn't dispute the road with such an animal. He walks around it.
Yeah, I guess so.
What happened then, Jupiter?
Then a crowd came down the street yelling. There's a lot of crowds in the street.
Yes, I know.
These men see that crowd, they get scared and run away. Mr. Tom, this crowd in the street, they talking wild. Yelling, kill the aristocrats, break their windows, burn their houses, singing French songs.
Does that hurt you? Too tight?
They talking bad about President Washington.
Washington?
Yes. Now that get me all mixed up. I know he fight for liberty. That crowd get me mixed up. I don't like it. They just gonna make trouble.
I'm afraid you're right, Jupiter. You see, those people who beat you, they're monarchists. They want a king here. The others, the crowd, they're just mixed up. It's what's happening in France now. It's gone wild. How does that feel?
Oh, that's fine. It's just fine.
I wouldn't use that hand for the next few days.
No. Mr. Tom, looky here. Look who's here.
Father?
Patsy, darling.